Okay. This meeting and all other meetings in the committee are open to the public. Proper notice has been posted and given to the press in accordance with the Wisconsin statutes, and citizens may be aware of time, place, and agenda of this meeting. Call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Gage,
Here.
Gunderson,
Here.
Nadowski.
Here.
Approved minutes from July 11th, 2016.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from July 11th. I'll second it.
All motion, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Minutes. Do I gotta read the minutes or what?
No, you don't read
No.
the minutes.
Okay, citizens appearance, no one here. Engineering report.
Thad is not here, but I can give you just a quick update on the treatment plant. We are working at rounding that up. And I believe you will see here on the pay request, which is the first item, we are down where pay request number 15 is probably going to be the last pay request. So what we're looking for tonight is $203,966.01. The total contract is $5.146 million. That includes all the change orders that we've had. Completed to date is $5,045,000, including this pay request. So we're within a couple $100,000 of closing this out. We did have the open house July 9th. We had tours down there. We also had the Don Morgan's Weyauwega Weyauwega Traveler Group was at the fairgrounds this last weekend, and they had a special tour. I think they were looking to go to Pierce, but then they rescheduled to go to our treatment plant. So we had some people go through there. We were going to look at getting like a tour of the treatment plant with you guys, but I believe a lot of you had already just gone through it. And with Thad and with Don having an appointment with his family, we thought maybe we would look at that next month. The biggest issue we've had right now externally is the fact that we can't get any grass to grow because it keeps washing out. But now the contractor keeps coming and reseeding. And what they put in now is like that erosion mat, or they put that mat down that should help. So that's where we're at. Like I said, with the pay request, we do have $203,966.01 for your review. Excuse me for a second.
Yep.
Put that matting down right away. Washed out 3 times before they put the matting down.
It doesn't look like there's anything else on there that's gonna require motions, unless we do
Nope.
Falks Brothers, but that really doesn't have to happen right now.
That's just discussion, so. Well, really, doesn't.
As soon as Patrick gets back to recording, make a motion for the pay request contingent upon,
You're just assuming he's done talking about it.
well, I don't know that there's that much more to talk about. I'm sure,
Seriously?
yeah, okay.
There's.
There's not much more that needs to be discussed right now.
Media already
Okay.
downstairs.
I'm not surprised.
Thank you. Sorry.
That's all right.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve pay request 15, or for contract A15 number 14 for $203,966.01 with Mira, contingent upon receipt of lien waivers.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And this is building parking lot contract, A16.
We did have the final pay request that you approved last month.
Mhm.
We did receive their lien waivers middle to late last week. Sounds like everything is in line. Cedar has given me the authority to release the final check, so for all intents and purposes, we are closing out that project.
Excellent.
So now, The closeout is on our contract with Vinton. What we're looking at is the billing them for the private work that was done. And then we have, we received easements from everyone whose work we had done work, you know, whose land we were working on, even the bank. So what we're looking at with the bank is we're going to formalize that land transfer. Because right now we have an easement to be working on their property towards a parking lot renovation. We've got, I think it's just up to Attorney County to draft the transfer documents. And again, we did pave those 2 patches for the bank in the middle of the parking lot as compensation for getting the land that we needed. Okay, so that's just an update only, you know, on the contract itself. It seems like we will have that closed out. Okay?
Wastewater treatment plant, city hall certified survey map updates.
Yeah, we are, we're waiting on We Energies to formalize their easements. And just to clarify, because I looked back at the minutes, and we've said this for a couple months now that we're waiting on that. We technically could just finish our survey and just have a map. But right now, we know that there are easements that We Energies has, but they're not recorded. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get them to record them.
Right.
Now, I just want it to be known, I think you guys probably pick up on the fact that it's not us dragging our feet or anything like that, because we could just get it done. We know that this is out there. We'd like to have a map that shows this, so that we don't have to redo our map, you know?
We're gonna do it, make sure it's right.
Okay, so that's why that's hanging
Pay
out
for
there,
it,
and we're
that's
still
what I pay
waiting
for
on,
it.
Yep,
on easements, so,
it's good.
okay? Thank you, that's just an update too.
Discussion of possible action of Fox Brothers heavy snow removal rates.
So they have their rates, I did have that handout to you, they are not looking at an increase for this first year. For the second year, there's a couple of them, so that the hourly rate may increase. Again, this is more of a shopping list, so if we would have to call Fox Brothers, these are the rates they're telling us.
Good.
Because we have a dump truck, because we have our own tractors, I mean, we're still formulating our own strategy. We don't just always call Fox Brothers. But what Fox Brothers wants to know is they want to know that if we need them, then we'll call them, because then they need to procure some equipment too.
Yep.
So we would recommend that we'd approve that, but again, we still control how this works. And we've gotten 6 different contacts that we've talked to about snow removal. None of them want to touch downtown, picking out snow, trucking it away. What we've gotten is people want to do our sidewalks, people want to do our parking lots. That's probably the stuff that we should be picking up or can pick up. And we're still working through that a little bit too. And then it's also stuff that Fox, if we would call them, they'll do it too if we needed them to.
Right.
Okay? But the recommendation on my end would be that we approve those rates, knowing that here's the rates if we call them. And the county, I don't mean to miss the county too, the county does
Yeah.
workforce too. Yes?
Are we still bound to them on the equipment they bought that time?
The
We,
equipment.
we had to guarantee them X number of years, I don't remember what it was, but
I think we're past that.
No,
has it?
yeah, we're not bound. As long as I've been here, we haven't
No,
had
no, we're,
anything like
All
that.
right.
yeah, because I remember that too. They bought that new.
Yeah, they bought that new machine with the big wing and that.
Oh, yeah, no, there is.
And we had a
no-
guarantee that we were gonna
Yeah, we're past
have
that.
them use it, okay.
Yeah, no, no.
Yard waste site update.
But then we want to make a motion?
Do we need a motion?
Yeah, if you could.
Make a
because what
motion
we'll do is
to,
we'll formally approve the
Approve
rates.
the proposal by Fox.
I'll
for
second it.
Snow removal.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Yard waste site update.
The update would be the camera continues to work. Weekly, I run down all of the license plates and vehicles, and if I know who it is, I'll run down that list. A lot of people that live in the city that don't have a tag that use it. What we're doing is we're sending out a letter that says, hey, the tag is $1, you live in the city, please get your tag for $1. But we're also getting quite a few people that live outside the city, and we're also getting a few services that are coming in and dumping quite a bit of material. So the good news is our pictures are catching what a lot of people have. Unless it's completely in their vehicle, we're not getting a full view all the time. But the camera is working. The ordinance committee is going to have a little bit of work, which we talked about this last month, an actual ordinance for the yard waste site rather than having to use a material dumping, and looking at a penalty. And what a penalty would probably be is for people that are out of town or strictly not dumping what we allow there. people that live in town, so we're trying to just say, we know you're there, we know you're living in town. And for the last couple of years, we've been pretty lax on permits. So a lot of people just don't know now that we're selling permits again. It's been in the water bill.
Yeah.
If we get an ordinance change, we're gonna get signage that's already drafted up to be changed out there too. Because with an ordinance, with a fine, we would have to have it posted up there, what a fine would be and what that ordinance is, so.
We need to get some signage out there now though, saying grass,
Yeah.
brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was out there this morning and there's brushing where the grass should be again.
Sure.
But there's nothing, although it should be really obvious if you look at it, right?
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
But there's,
Taking people come out and look at it,
Right.
like, you know.
you know,
Okay.
they just thought,
Administrator Operations Supervisor Report.
Tell you that work continues. We do have, Jim Albright has been in, working at the park. We also had Jared Wilson last fall, who took over for Jim Albright. One of the concerns that had been passed to us was that for the weekends, the bathrooms potentially had been running out of material, and the bathrooms, sometimes, some of them would have a complaint on being clean. For the most part, I think we're doing a good job on that, but what we did do is we brought Jared Wilson in now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and he's working like morning shifts, and his strict duty is check the bathrooms, make sure they're stocked, clean them up every morning, and get the shelters all good to go too, because we're renting those out to people. We should be pretty good there. One of the other things we found too is we had some people walking in the park had reported that on more than one occasion, they had seen people who drove into the bathrooms, came out with handfuls of all the toilet paper and then took off and left. So we had some reports on that too. And we did get a license plate and the police are looking into it, but you know, those people didn't come in and get it all dirty, you know, most likely, but if we've been out of material, we're aware of that, and I wasn't very appreciative of the people that had alerted it to, or reported it to us. That was a good thing, so that's all I've got right now for the report. We are finishing out these projects, treatment plant, City Hall. The wall's been painted back there. I'll turn the light on, we can kind of check it. They did a test wall. That's more of the finance report, but we're still, we're getting to the very end here, closing out these construction projects, so hopefully we'll get back to normal in a couple weeks. Okay,
Set August Public Works meeting, time and date.
September, I'm sorry. Is that on there wrong? Yeah, that's on
Yeah.
this, we're in August now, but
We can just do them all at the council meeting,
we do that.
if everybody's okay with that. Just set them all at the council meeting.
So the first Monday is Labor Day.
yeah,
The second Monday then is maybe the only Monday, unless
It
you
is.
guys wanna push council back.
no, it's
You know,
just do it on the 12th.
Okay.
You just wanna go for the second Monday and then the third Monday we'll keep council?
Yeah.
Like one year we pushed it back, one year we didn't.
Yeah, I don't,
We'll
yeah,
just keep the same setup, the public works and then finance,
Great.
as long as everybody's good with it.
sure, that works.
Such other matters authorized by law.
I do not have any right now. Yeah, but I will say that the closed session is going to be unnecessary because we don't have an update yet. We will have an update next week. Next week, I've got a meeting scheduled next week, so I potentially at this full council, we may have a closed session just to give you the scoop on where we're at, dealing with our big customer.
During our other meeting.
Yep, in 2 weeks.
15th.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Adjourn.
7:24.